Hi guys, now I'll tell you some tips and hints how you can practice 12-beat compás. But first, before you watch this video, I recommend that please watch one of my other videos, maybe basic compás de alegría or sole por bulería or solea, for example, because I won't teach you any chords here. I will show you some ways to practice. So before you watch this video, you should be able to play those chords and know the really basic things. So please watch those basic compás videos. It can be sole por bulería, solea or alegría. But anyway, let's go further. So first of all, you should know, of course, the counting, how you count basic compás, and it's easy. You just count from 1 to 12, and you can practice it with metronome. And okay, I suggest that every time you play these things, you should use metronome most of the time. But yeah, first you start and you just start counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Like this. And then what I usually suggest to my students, they should hit the chords at the certain number, and I mean usually the accents. So I'm going to use now the por medio chords, so it's A and B, and you can use alegría chords also and whatever, but anyway, now I use this. So, and then I hit those accents where the chords changes, and I will pick up the most simplest line. So it's the third one and the 10th. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Like this. So you just count and then you hit those numbers where the chord changes. Simple as that. And you can do this with the metronome. Then you can a little bit add more those chords, for example, every accent. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And now you can play the chords with the thumb or with the index. It doesn't matter, but you can use both ways and switch them, so play as you like. But this is the point, you just hit the chords where are the accents. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Like this. This is really useful way. And then you can a little bit make it shorter, that you just count the compás, but you only play the end. For example, if you know a short and a simple Sierra, for example, you can play only that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Or let's take like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And you can practice like this. This is also really useful way to practice, because why you could do this, the reason is that you have to count the compás, you have to think it all the time, and then you have to recognize where you should play the Sierra or Yamada or whatever. But this is one way to try to learn the certain places in the compás where you can play chords and where you can play Sierras and stuff like that. So this is really useful if you, for example, try to learn a new falsetto. You can pick up one short detail here and there, and then you just count the compás and play only that minor detail there where it should be. And this is really easy way also to check if you can play it correctly. So 1, 2, then you can add, for example, one chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Like this. And you can use whatever. For example, 1, 2, 3, like this. Okay, here you have some tools what you can use. You can use these basic things when you play allegria, solea, sole bulleria, with the bulleria, continuous. It's you just pick up those chords and those falsettos or cierres and llamadas was used in that certain palo, and then you just use them like this when you practice. And then of course you can practice with the compás metronome, but usually I recommend that when before you use the compás metronome, okay, you can use it, but before you do that, you should play these things by yourself with no metronome. That you just count and then you try to play them throughout, and you should know these things a little bit more before you use the compás, because it's quite common that when people put the flamenco compás metronome on, they just play with that and they maybe do not hear where the compás goes, and they can play whatever, but you know what I mean, they do mistakes, but they can't recognize that they are doing something wrong. So this is maybe the easier way to recognize if you are doing something wrong. So you have to know really well the compás, that even when you are playing, you will hear that now something's going wrong. But anyway, here are some good tips. And also remember that when you listen to flamenco, it's really important that you can hear what people do, what chords they use, what kind of licks they have when they're playing with the singer, for example, how they groove and live with the compás, and so you just have to listen to it quite a lot. And this 12-bit compás, you have to remember that it's really difficult thing to play, and really I mean that you don't have to think what you're doing, you just live on the compás. It's the way it's the thing what I'm talking about. So it takes years, but you should keep on practicing and believe in yourself, and when you just keep on doing that, after years and years you will see that you will do it better and better. And I still remember some things here and there from my career when I was able to play one falsetto de Gerardo Núñez, for example. And I remember I had played it on concerts quite many times. I really didn't know so well where's the groove, what should I do with this falsetto. But after some years, I suddenly recognized that now I can do whatever with this falsetto. So something happened in my head. But anyway, I was practicing every day and doing that stuff, so something happens there every day and weekly and monthly. But yeah, and also really important thing is that everything what you do, you should really know what you are doing. Then don't just play and hit those notes here and there. You should be able to know every minor detail, what it should be in compás and how it should be played and where. So remember to use slow enough tempos and enough simple material. These chords are good. And also, okay, in the end I can also mention this, that when you are playing something more difficult, for example altsapua, you can also put this in the compás by counting only and playing only this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, like this. And yeah, these are the things for now. And if you have something to ask, please write comments and ask me there. I'll try to answer as soon as possible. And that's it. Keep on practicing and do it well.